Yisrael, Yisrael, über alles in der Welt. Can't I'm not. You know they got that little quote from Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. What you saying, Tessie? What? You're recording? You should let me know these things. Hello, Goyim. This is Rabbi and Teufel Gehen. Welcome back to the Cyber Yeshiva at JewishRacism.com. I hope you brought your fingers and toes, Goyim, cause today we're going to have a little mathematics lesson. First, the basics. Remember, Goyim, this is very important. Lesson number 1. Jews are greater than Goyim. Lesson number 2. Goyim are less than Jews. And of course, lesson number 3. Goyim are equal to cattle, cows and bullies, and little cows and little bullies. As our great rabbi said, 1,000,000 Arabs are not worth one Jewish fingernail. I chipped my tooth on a damn Iranian pistachio nut. They're like rocks, like their heads. Now the question is, how many millions of Iranians must die? Well, that's a trick question. They all gotta go. Now, that doesn't mean that all Jews are perfect. 2/3 of Jews gotta go too. The Jewish prophet Zechariah tells us, and it shall come, damn pistachio nut, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, and I will bring the third part through fire, and I will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. Well, they tried it on me, it worked pretty good. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my God. So God said that 2/3 of Jews must die. Well, the Nazi Zionists what gave us Eretz Israel got us off to a pretty good start. David Ben-Gurion said, if I knew that it would be possible to save all the children in Germany by bringing them over to England, and only half of them by transporting them to Eretz Israel, then I would opt for the second alternative. For we must weigh not only the life of these children, but also the history of the people of Israel. He also said, one Jew in Israel is worth more than all the Jewish bullshits and assimilationists in the world. A wise man, this Jewish prime minister. And that's nothing compared to what some of our other really wise and great Zionists what our great racist Jewish friends was doing during the war. For instance, our Zionist Rescue Committee published a memorandum for Zionist eyes only, but I'll let you go in on a little secret. What it said was, whom to save? Should we help everyone in need without regard to the quality of the people? Should we not give this activity a Zionist national character and try foremost to save those who can be of use to the land of Israel and to Jewry? I understand that it seems cruel to put the question in this form, but unfortunately we must state that if we are able to save only 10,000 people from among 50,000 who can contribute to the building the country and to the national revival of the people, as against saving 1,000,000 Jews who will be a burden, or at best an apathetic element, we must restrain ourselves and save the 10,000 that can be saved from among the 50,000, despite the accusations and pleas of the million. I take comfort from the fact that it will be impossible to apply this harsh principle 100%, and that the million will get something also. But let us see that it does not get too much. Now then, we been subtracting, and it's time to have a little addition. You guys are our slaves, so you better be getting used to it. Now don't get angry with Rabbi zum Teufel gehen. This comes from God. The Jewish prophet Zechariah said that we Jews each get 10 from you goyim, from each nation and each language, to have the privilege and the honor to serve us as our slaves. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold of all languages of the nations, and even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew. What the hell are Jews doing wearing skirts? That's a figure thing to do. That's something what Mel Gibson, that's cheap Scottish Meshuggah bastard, that's something what Mel Gibson would do. What was that movie what he was doing? Braveheart, Sweet Tears, Sweet Treats? Now, what was I talking? Of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you. The Talmud at Shabbat 32b calculates that this will add up to maybe about 2,800 Gentiles per Jew. And I quote, Resh Lakish said, he who is observant of fringes will be privileged to be served by 2,800 slaves, for it is said, thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all the languages of the nations, shall even take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, etc. Wolf, how are we gonna feed so many cattle, 2,800 hungry mouths? You selfish toy bastards. What, you couldn't find with no work no place elsewhere? You gotta be abundant as Jews? Another from our great Prime Minister, Mr. Menachem Begin, that beautiful terrorist of the Iran, said that the Palestinians are beasts walking on 2 legs. Well, I hate to say it, but Begin was wrong. They should be running on 2 feet, or better, crawling on 2 knees. Anyways, Begin asked if Hitler was sitting in the house with 20 other persons, would it be correct to blow up the house? We should have a time machine so that we could go back and guess every German whatever was about 6 million times over. Those blonde-haired Schweinehunde, Säckel, lecker Schmach. Like the lady said, Saul had slain his thousands and David his 10,000s, but the Germans got us beat. Those Amalekite bastards, may they be blotted out forever. Amen. Don't worry, our Messiah will clean up the right way you goyim too. Well, that's too much meat for today. So goodbye for now, goyim. From Rabbi zum Teufel gehen at the Cyber Yeshiva at JewishRacism.com. Shabbat Shalom, goyim. And if you're an Iranian, may it be your last. And for the rest of you goyim, next time don't forget your pencils neither.